In the future, there will be a great war that mankind will luckily win. Or will they? Various evil monsters are causing resistance and must be taken out before they threaten peace in the universe. A famous group of highly paid soldiers left over from this great war were known as silent debuggers. Now you, a rookie debugger, great, why are we always the rookies? Are on a mission to enter an evil space station and destroy all enemy forces. Silent Debuggers is notable because it is often considered an early form of a first-person shooter. While that's debatable, back in the day it did showcase a unique gameplay and interface design. In fact, I remember thinking it looked pretty sharp as a kid and couldn't wait to play. And I seem to be in the minority with this. I always kind of enjoyed it. After plugging in the turbo chip, you are treated to some really cool music and a nice, almost anime-like introduction. After pressing run, you can select from 2 difficulty levels, as well as enter a name for your character. Let's see, what's a cool, sexy name? Yeah. You'll start off in what's called the core. This is the center of the adventure, as right in the middle is the COM, or main computer room. In this room, you'll meet with your new buddy/friend, Leon. Although he's kind of a jerk. You'll see why later. Next, you choose from 1 main weapon and 1 secondary weapon, and then the first level begins. Hitting select brings up various options, including the map. Notice this outer area? This is where the enemy resides and where you need to go. The controls are pretty simple, with the directional key moving you left, right, up, and down corridors. Button 2 is used for your main attack, and button 1 will move the gun sight to a different spot on the screen. One thing to get used to are the various warning signals, as they actually help. They include various tones, as well as visual indicators that pulse and change color as you get closer to an enemy. The range is also quite good, even going through walls. Arrows will also point you in the right direction if an enemy is just within reach. There is no time limit in level 1. Just make your way to the outer area, splat your enemies apart, and when instructed, head back to COM. Now the game heats up as the elevator takes you down to level 2. Sadly, your presence has activated a self-destruct sequence with only 100 minutes remaining to get to level 6 and beat the game. You are also warned about green monsters who like to venture out and attack the core itself. Defeating them quickly to prevent various lettered blocks surrounding the COM from shutting down is a major goal in this game. Hitting select will reveal what block the green guys are attacking, labeled in red, and how much time is left before that block shuts down. The most important blocks are B, C, F, and G. You see, they each have something that will help you in the game, or are blocks you'll want to visit often for energy replenishment and ammunition. If you lose a block that is important, your friend will give you something to help offset the pain. He'll also give you other items to help out if you visit often. My question is, why doesn't he just give you these items in the first place? Bam! Got you, you green son of a... Somehow you made it this time. Okay. Anyway, even if a block shuts down, you still have to track and kill the monster or it'll keep running around the core. That's the thing I'll give this game. The monsters seem to have a bit of intelligence, just a bit, and I like that. Here's the key. You need a jump unit to hop quickly to parts of the map. But your buddy only gives you this jump unit after 1 block has been compromised. So, allow a non-essential block, let's say block A, to shut down immediately. Kill the green monster, head to COM, get your jump pack, then use it to jump around the map for the rest of the game. Again, why is he so stingy with this stuff? I mean, some friend. You do need to keep an eye on ammunition as well as battery levels, which are basically your life meter, especially since jumping takes away a huge chunk of it. You have 2 batteries and can switch between them, but it won't happen automatically, so that's not fun when it creeps up on you. Oh, come on! Keep in mind your generic handgun also uses battery power, but is unlimited in ammunition. Fun. There are a couple of instant death moments, but most of the time after your batteries die out, you'll end up back at calm with 5 minutes taken off the clock. Of course, your friend is real compassionate about it. As you kill all the monsters and complete each level, the elevator will take you down to the next, which will increase in difficulty. All the while, the timer is ticking down. It's no pressure. At first, Silent Debuggers looks very cool with a nice simulated first person. But after a while, you'll notice it's just a bunch of stills flipping by quickly. It does get a bit disorienting, but honestly, it's fast and has no slowdown, creating a decent illusion. The game exhibits beautiful colors and pretty good detail, even though the levels tend to look the same with only minor things added in. The monsters look creepy, but again, the variety is sorely lacking. Splat. The sound effects range from warning signals, to attacking monsters, to gunshots. I like the effects in this game. They create a nice atmosphere, but a few more samples would have been nice. Especially since there is very little music in-game to balance it out. The controls are pretty spot on, really, with no discernible delays. Hitting select to switch into and move around the command mode screen is fast, and swapping weapons at items works well. I never felt constrained or out of control, which is a good thing. Silent Debuggers is far from perfect. Some would say you just repetitively go around and kill monsters. I can't disagree with that. The variety isn't always strong here with either monsters or locations. And yes, it is tedious jumping back and forth, killing those green monsters after a while. Since there is no continue or save feature with a constant running timer, it's a one-session clear. But what can I say other than I was totally up for it? It took me a while to figure out what to do, especially the goal of constantly defending the blocks. But once I got the hang of it, as well as utilizing my location on the map, although I swear I always end up going the wrong way, I got farther and farther. In fact, I became quite addicted and determined to beat the game. Boom! Who's the rookie now? Silent Debuggers is a unique game with a small amount of variety. I'm sure they hoped for a few jump scares, which never really worked on me, except for maybe toward the end. But the game proved to be a fun little experience, and the second difficulty level added some minor replay value. I recommend Silent Debuggers, except just be wary of people who say they're your friend, especially when they really don't seem to give a crap.